Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Crafting with Danny. I'm Danielle and I've come on today just to show you how to make this really quick and easy box. And there's absolutely no wastage of the cardstock at all. We will be using the whole sheet. I think there's just two tiny little bits we cut off, but everything else is used. I've used the Petite Petals punch to make this one and the Neutrals DSP stack. Today I'm going to show you a different idea. The same box, but instead of using DSP, because some people might not have a lot of things yet, and you know, you end up thinking that, oh, I can't make it, and you can make things without hardly having much supplies. So I'm using the Daisy Delight stamp set. I'm not using the punch, I'm just using the stamp set, and I'm using this stamp and then a centerpiece. And the colours that we're going to use, that I'm using, is Daffodil Delight, Melon Mambo, and that's for the flower, the daisy. And then I've used Crumb Cake to stamp the centre. But you don't have to stamp a centre, and you don't have to use two colours. You could just use one, you know, or you could use two. And then we're going to use the Scallop Tag Topper Punch, and you'll see why in a while. Well, the Tag Topper Punch is for, it's going to be the closure on the box. So I've already gone ahead and I've stamped, excuse me, all my cardstock, and I'm using the thick Whisper White for this. I put my stamps on blocks and inked them up and just stamped randomly all over the piece of paper. I did this just to get ahead of time really for the video, so it didn't go on so long. And in the centre of each flower I have used Wink of Stella, clear Wink of Stella, and it's absolutely brilliant. It really puts a nice glimmer to your projects. So quick and easy then. So on the short side, it's the full piece of A4. I've not cut anything off, so it's 8 1/4 by 11 3/4. And on the short side, you are going to score at 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then you're going to turn onto the long side and you're going to score at 2. And all I do is turn it back around and score at 2 again. So that's the scoring done. So it doesn't really matter which end of the box you're using. If your paper's not directional, then you can use whichever side you want for the top. So we're just going to fold and burnish all of our score lines. That one's gone off a bit. Oops. Let me just stick that back in, it's just gone off. So 2. There, I think it just wobbled off when I scored it. Just be careful when you're scoring, sometimes it can jump and you don't want that. So there we go. There we go. So fold and burnish your score lines. It's quite really thick, this card actually, compared to the normal Whisper White, so it's really good for boxes. And then you're going to take your scissors, and then you're going to decide, I'm going to have this as my right side. So, I don't know if you can see, there's 2 skinny rectangles, one here and one here. We're just going to cut both of those off and just slightly notch in at the sides. So we'll cut them off. And then you're just going to cut up all the other 3 score lines. And the same, exactly the same on the other side. You're just going to cut off the small rectangle at the edge and just cut straight up. And then cut up all the 3 score lines. And that's the cutting. So then you're going to find out which is the front and which is the back. So that's my front. Just double check. Come on. There. This piece is my front, so I'm going to fold this. That's my front, so we're going to want, that's it. I'm going to fold those two back, and it's these two that you want to punch. The front and the back. And what I do is you can push through. Can push through like that, but I turn it over just to make sure. Let me just double check. Just to make sure that it's really in there. And then I punch like that. So that's one. And then I do the same again. Put that in. And I turn it over. And then I'll just line that up at the back. At the back and punch. Like that. And then with the two sections here, wherever it is, there it is, take a corner rounder and I just round off them corners. It's a bit stiff, this corner rounder. So then your box should look like that. 2 rounded corners and 2 tagged corners. And then you're going to take your glue of choice. And I'm going to use Tombow. And on the long thin strip is where you're going to apply your adhesive. Just don't want to go too much. And then you want to close your box. I'm just going to hold mine like this because sometimes it just doesn't quite meet. And if you just hold that on the edge for a couple of seconds, and then you can just smooth the rest down like that. And then you want to look where your back is, so that's the back. So I'm going to fold in the two sides. Let's fold in the two sides, the bottom, and then the front last. And then close the front. And then these two flaps at the side, they just fold in like that. You'll put whatever you want in there. And these two just go up. And then you'll just choose some ribbon. I'm going for the 1/8 of an inch silver ribbon. And I'm just going to feed that through that one, like that. I'll just take my small scissors. And then you're just going to attempt to tie a bow. I always find it difficult on camera to do bows. Always works off camera, but once you get on there, it doesn't want to go. There you go. Not bad, not perfect. And then just straighten up that piece. Let's pull that a bit more. Like that, and then cut your ends off. And then there's your box for your gift. And I just think they're brilliant. I really, really like them. There's no paper wastage. It's quick and easy for a beginner, and great fun to make. And you can make quite a few in no time at all. So that's our project for today. Hope you enjoyed that. And I have mentioned before that I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so if you would like any of the projects I've shown on the video, just look in the description bar below and there will be a link to my online Stampin' Up! Shop. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Bye!